Welcome you all to this new video where we will be learning about the concepts of clipping. Let us learn what a clipping is. Suppose that I have been given a picture and using the camera frame I want to select only certain portions of this picture. Suppose using the camera frame I am focusing on only this much of portion. Okay, so using the camera frame I have decided to capture only this much portion of the picture. What will be the ultimate result after capturing the image? All those portion which lies within the camera frame will be selected for display, and all those portions which lies outside the camera frame will be removed from being displayed, just like this. Suppose I have captured the image. So those portions where I focused, the portion or the part of the picture that I decided to capture will be selected within the frame, and all those portions which were outside the camera frame, which were not in my focus, will be ultimately removed or eliminated from being captured. Is it? This process of eliminating certain portions of the picture from being displayed is called clipping. So what is clipping? Clipping means selecting only those part of the picture that lies within the frame. At the same time, all those portions of the picture which lies outside the frame will have to be eliminated and they won't be displayed. This process of elimination is called clipping. Okay, so to do the clipping, we actually require a region against which clipping has to be done. Only if we have a defined region, the portion within the region will be selected for display and the portion outside the region will be eliminated and will be avoided from being displayed. This defined region is known as a clip window. What it is? It is known as a clip window. So it is a window which is used for clipping. So whatever lies inside the window will be saved and whatsoever lies outside the window will be clipped off. Okay, now one more thing. Every clip window will be having 4 parameters in it. They are XW min, YW min, XW max and YW max. What are these 4 values? We know that our window is having 4 parts or 4 boundaries. This part typically indicates the left boundary of the window. Okay. Now the left boundary of the window is represented using XW min. Similarly, this portion indicates the right boundary of the window. And the right boundary of window is represented using the value XW max. From this it is clear that the window should span between the X minimum and Y minimum. X minimum and X maximum. The window should span between X minimum and X maximum. This is the left extreme of the window and the right extremes of the window. So if any point lies outside the left boundary or outside the right boundary will have to be eliminated. Clear? Now there are 2 other boundaries also. They are the top boundary and bottom boundaries. The top boundary is represented using the value YW min and the bottom boundary is represented using the value YW max. So these 2 values indicates the extremes of Y values, Y minimum and Y maximum. So if any point lies outside the Y minimum or if it lies outside y maximum, then that point should also be eliminated. So these 4 points, which represents the left boundary, right boundaries, top boundary and bottom boundaries, shows the region of the window within which it is defined. Any point which lies within the boundary will have to be saved, and if a point lies outside the boundary, it has to be clipped off. By outside the boundary, I mean even if it lies outside the left boundary, or if it lies outside the right boundary, or if the point lies outside the top, or if it lies outside the bottom boundary. If the point lies outside any of the 4 boundaries, then the point has to be clipped off. And the point needs to be saved only if it lies within all the 4 boundaries. One more thing. The left extreme and the right extreme, that is x minimum and y minimum values, indicate the width of the window. These 2 values indicates the width of the window. And the y minimum values and the y maximum values shows the height of the window. Hope the concepts are clear to you. Let us move on. Suppose you are asked to draw a window, a clip window, which is pointed at 0, 0 and 40, 40. So 2 points are given to you, 0, 0 and 40, 40. And you are asked to draw a clip window. How will you draw? Simple. Let us draw the window first. After drawing the window, let us mark these 2 points. Now 0, 0 typically indicates the x minimum and y minimum values. And 40, 40 typically indicates the x maximum and y maximum values. We know that the x minimum and y minimum point, x minimum, y minimum point lies at the top left corner of the window. That means this point. And x maximum, y maximum point lies at the bottom right corner of the window. That means this point is x maximum, y maximum. So we know where is 0, 0 pointed and where is 40, 40 pointed. These 2 are the extreme top corner and extreme right bottom corner of the windows. With these 2 values, how can we calculate these 2 points? These 2 are also the corner points. Let us compute them. We know that this point typically indicates the minimum value of x. At this point, x is minimum but y is maximum. Why? Why? Because if this is the center point, when we talk about the screen, computer screen, for the computer screen, the xy axis lies in this fashion, like this. So that this portion indicates the origin of the coordinate axis. The top left corner of the window shows the origin of the coordinate axis. If that is the origin, x increments towards the right and y increments while moving downwards. I repeat, when we talk about the computer screen, the top left corner shows the origin of the coordinate axis. When we move towards right, from the left to right, when we move towards right, the value of x increments. When we move towards downwards, value of y increments. Okay, so y increments towards this direction and x increments towards this direction. Okay, so we know this is the origin. Okay, returning back to our example, we know that this is x minimum, y minimum, and this is x maximum, y maximum. What about this point? This point indicates that x value, this is the x value. Here at this point, x is minimum. And what about y? At this point, y is maximum, because y ranges from 0 to 40. and x also ranges from 0 to 40. So if this is the range of x, at this point x is 0. Similarly, if this is the range of y, at this point y is 40. So we can say that this point is 0, 40, where x is minimum, y is maximum. Now what about this point? At this point, if this is the range of y, here y is 0 and at this point y becomes 40. Similarly, if this is the range of x, at this point x is 0 and this point y becomes 40. Okay, so this point indicates that here x is 40 but y is 0. So in this way, given 2 points x minimum, y minimum and x maximum, y maximum, you can draw a window with 4 corner points. Hope the concepts being explained over here are completely clear to you. Keep watching the videos and support me. Subscribe the channel if you are not yet subscribed, and don't forget to hit the bell icon while pressing the all options so that you will get all the notifications whenever I put on a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.